This man is the biggest supplier in China, and today I'm going to spend 24 hours with him to show you how his business works and review how he does over 100,000 orders every single day. Can you also show some winners for the viewers? Do you want to show some products that are selling well?
Saving my guap, I ain't saving no sad. Put out my Glock, but I picked up a stick. Don't get in haters, you don't want some haters. My people proud, I'm real as it gets. Gon' have to taste me, I don't like the wait, and I swear I'm impatient, I don't like to sit. I made a way for you, little bitty niggas. I wish you would play with me, boy, you a yeah. They got this out it, I told him to mail it. I don't gotta tell it, somebody gon' sell it. Bro, gon' keep it solid, I know you won't tell it. Grew up in the streets, I ain't never saw belly. I didn't have to, they ain't never get jealous. Born in it, I grew up with some fellas. Reach for this water, we'll go at your melon. My little brother slime, he'll throw on the river. I don't really have to talk about it.
Hey guys, my name is Henry. I'm the founder and CEO of Day One Fulfillment. So Day One Fulfillment is one of the biggest supplier in China.
I don't know if you guys realize the size of this company, okay? The only ones who are doing slightly more orders than them is Temu and Shein. So Henry, tell me about your company. Like, what do you guys exactly do? Because I think most people cannot even grasp the size of this company and what you guys, the operations happening.
Yeah, actually Day One just work like an agent for all the Shopify sellers from all over the world. Actually, we provide multiple fulfillment services from China. So we provide more than fulfillment actually. We provide all this service including the sourcing, production, warehousing, shipment, and also the third-party logistics service to all over the world.
So what they basically do is for every e-commerce and retail company, so they handle the whole process from A to Z, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are we here right now? What is this?
This is our operation team. I would say we have more than 100 operators here. Operation team, that means they provide all their fulfillment service quotations and also customers cares for their online sellers, for e-commerce clients.
So Henry, can you tell me, why are there only women working here?
Nice.
I would say for operations, all the women employees must be more careful to deal with all the matters in the back end. They are more talented to do this kind of a job.
They don't do any DEI here, guys. No diversity. If women are better in it, they just do it. That's how it works in China. And there's only women working here. It looks like a very nice working environment, and everyone seems to be working very hard. It's a good thing.
Yeah, what's him? They send a word through the WhatsApp. Hope ain't nobody to cuss at.
Actually, Henry, I'm curious about your backstory. Like, how did you actually roll into this? Because right now we see the size of the operation. You have over 500 employees and so many people. I see like hundreds of people here working behind the computer, sourcing products. I see many products which I've sold, which many of my students have sold, and which some of my friends have been selling. It's crazy the amount of people I see like working here and what everything is going on. When was it when you started?
It was 2013.
2013. What were you doing before that, before you did this?
I worked for an international shipping company, like it's an ocean shipping company, because Ningbo is one of the biggest ocean port in the world.
Okay, so what did you do at that company?
Actually, I worked like a nobody. Yeah.
You worked as a regular 9-to-5 worker.
Exactly.
I mean, I can imagine this is 2013. E-commerce is not as hot yet. Yeah. I know Amazon already started. Facebook starts to do well. Yeah. But how do you actually get to this size? I can imagine that the journey must have been crazy.
Actually, I would say the first 5 years is not easy. There were so many challenges, but from the year of 2016, we found an opportunity to provide the fulfillment service, provide the the China agent service to all the world. So that's why we started to started to become a big company. This years we are also increasing, but actually we don't take that really rapidly. We just want to keep our service as stable as possible.
In the beginning, when you started, like with how many people did you actually start this whole
10.
company?
Actually, yeah, just less 10 probably. But I mean, that's not easy. That's a small team, but that is a team full of energy.
How did you actually even get to the starting capital, the experience needed to start this?
It's a good question. I don't have money at the beginning. Actually, we use credit card. We lend money from friends, from family. So it was a challenge starting.
Started from the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Started from the bottom. Definitely, yeah.
Stone in my mouth, not a cavity.
Right now it is a sourcing team. Sourcing team is mainly in charge of the relationship with the manufacturers. They were looking for the new products or new manufacturers in China network. So here, if you are looking for some new products from online or from China, you can send the products details to us, and our team will help you to looking for the China manufacturers or quotations and provide it sent back to operation team, and operation to send to the client.
So this is basically where you have a client who wants a product, and this is the team that basically sources the product for you wherever it is in China. So Henry, later in the warehouse, can you also show some winners for the viewers? Can you want to show some products that are selling well?
To be honest, I cannot share anything about branding, but I can show some winners about dropshipping. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. We're gonna review some winners for you guys later in the video. So how many square meters is actually this office?
I would say 1,600 square meters. It will contain more than 200 employees here. For now, it is almost 4. So we are looking for more expanding. Yeah.
You want to expand more? So you guys start in this office?
No, actually, we have already moved here and there for at least 9 times.
9 times?
Yeah. Once your team get bigger, you have to select new big warehouses.
When you guys started, when with just 10 people, did you guys start in a bedroom or just in a house, or how did you actually get to this?
Yeah, actually, I started my business from an apartment. This is our purchasing department.
Fuck what y'all think. Fuck everything that you say about me. My dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me.
So this department is a purchase department. Purchase department, that means if you have orders, if a client have orders, if a store have making orders, we started to make the orders to the manufacturers. The manufacturer can send all their cargoes to our facility, and our facility can ship all the orders out.
How many people you have working in this department?
I would say around 50 employees.
50 employees the whole day buying products and
buying products and pushing logistics and confirm all the details.
Yeah.
Let's say if the manufacturer send the wrong products or send the wrong quantity, we need to talk to the manufacturers. You may wondering why we need so many different employees in this office. I will say because China is so large and the dropshipping is so large, we need to have a lot of employees in charge of the relationship with different manufacturers. So in this office, you can see different samples, including fashions, bags, and home in the garden, and a lot of past products as well. So if you are looking for some new products or new manufacturing in China, we can definitely help you to looking for it.
So can you guys source any product?
I will say as long as China customs enable us to ship them out, we can just source it.
So basically anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I got a few more. I call my brothers. I got a lot of flows and they all like.
I'm actually curious, Henry, with day one, how many clients do you guys actually have?
Oh, that's really a tough question. But actually, I would say for active client, we have 800 to 1,000 active client. Yeah.
What is the biggest client doing per day in orders?
I would say 5,000 orders per day.
That's one brand, one store.
One brand, one store.
Hey, I'm a player how it is. Hey, I've been playing for some years.
How much is the rent of such a building here?
But we have 33,000 square meters in warehouses. So that means our mainly rental fees come from the facility side. So the total rental fee per year, I will say, is more than 10 million RMB.
10 million renminbi, 10 million Chinese yuan for the rent in here. You guys can do the math. That's almost $2 million in just rent alone. Okay, you guys know the size. You can guess the size already from the company. From the moment you guys were starting out, who was the biggest competitor of yours?
At the beginning, I forgot, man. To be well, maybe he has disappeared. Yeah.
But he's disappeared. He's not in the game anymore. In 11 years, you can accomplish a lot. Did the growth go like bang suddenly up?
Yeah.
Or was it like spikes, or how was it like, okay, gradual line up?
I would say the first 5 years, you just go up and down. It's not easy. From the year of 2017, we started to find the opportunity to grow. Then we just have to take a steady grow every year.
For me, I started selling my first product, which actually the winner was mouth mask. That was the first success I had when I was 15, still in 2020. For me, it was a blessing that COVID came, because now suddenly everyone had to go home. Everyone started to work from home. Retail stores closed down. Everyone had to buy online, right?
Yeah,
and it was the exponential growth of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice a spike? Was it a big change for you guys?
Actually, you're just talking about the biggest challenge in my business life, because the COVID just brought us a lot of challenges. We have lockdown in China. At that time, it just make no possibility to ship the orders out at that time. It almost killed our company.
The thing is, I think a lot of viewers, and I also thought COVID was, okay, everyone started to buy online, that your business exploded.
Yeah.
But you're saying it was the biggest challenge in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
So how did you guys overcome that challenge?
We just built a new warehouse in 2 days. We just were looking for some, area that cannot be locked down, and also we just, brought every equipment, including the packing materials and computers, and then we just build up temporary warehouses and ship the orders out.
So temporary warehouses, in what sense? You guys mean you just put tents down? How do you build a warehouse in just 2 days? That's seems pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, exactly. This is something that we have to do at that time, because we cannot make our customer to wait. We cannot make our orders to wait. So we just want to give all the possibility to ship them out.
Most people work physically here. In your company.
Definitely.
What do you guys think? Because the thing is, the clients you serve, mostly e-commerce companies, I would say 99% have remote companies. Do you see the benefit of having a physical office?
But actually, e-commerce they change, very quickly, right? Just like U.S. tariffs, new policy. If we have something new, we can just have a physical meeting as soon as possible. So here you can see our people they do a lot of internal meetings every day, like you see in the big meeting room, right? So physical office, they just bring more possibility to have a face-to-face discussion. So everybody can jump on our internal meetings as soon as possible.
Exactly. The main reason why I don't have a physical company is because I will be location independent.
Yeah.
For example, if I have an office in Dubai, I will only be able to get people from Dubai, or I have to fly them in.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that issue?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the thing is that Nimble is a city with 10 million people. So we have a lot of young people here, a lot of good people here, so we can hire people what we need. Compared to 10 million, 500 people is nothing.
Okay, makes sense. In this city, so basically 10 million people live in the city. It's almost the population of the entire of Netherlands in just one city. I mean, that's a life hack. That's why I think China would be a great place to do business. The US tariffs and Trump putting the import tax on. So how do you guys deal with that, and what should people do at home to solve this?
We all go shocked by US tariffs. New policy just give us all threatened because US is always ranked our top 1 destination countries. So as a fulfillment company, as an e-commerce company, you feel shocked if you cannot ship the parcels to United States, right? When the new policy come out, we just started to think about new possibility. We talk to couriers every day, every hour. We make a lot of meetings and a lot of calls looking for the possibilities. And the couriers give us some different options, and then we spend 3 days work for 15 hours every day to looking for new possibilities, and then the new policy canceled. Everybody knows, right? Because US customs, they cannot bail the e-commerce custom clears, so they just return back to normal. Even though that is a temporary policy, but it just give the couriers some more time to prepare. So once we prepared everything about the new tariff policies, we will get ready, right? But right now, I would say it just give a space to breathe.
So how do the e-commerce entrepreneurs prepare?
You need to build up some 3PL warehouses. I mean 3PL, that means local fulfillment service in United States.
Is that the only solution?
It is not the only solution, but it will be a good solution.
You guys hear it. Most of the big brands are being produced in China. Nike, Apple, Louis Vuitton. Most of the LVMH brands are being produced in China, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even though everybody talk the cost from the Southeast Asia is lower, but actually China has a better supply chain because we have a lot of material factories, right? So even though you move your factory to Southeast Asia looking for low prices labor, but actually China have a lot of manufacturers around this area, right? Around this industry.
Is it easy for a foreigner, non-Chinese person to do business in China?
It is easy. In this city, in Shanghai, in Shenzhen, a kind of list cities, I mean, a lot of companies are built up by foreigners.
But how do they challenge the language barrier, for example? Because if I go outside, nobody speaks English.
Yeah, this is a good question. So Chinese people, everybody, they need to get educated by English. Chinese people, they have the basic ability to speak English. They just lack of practice.
He is one of the few, one of the only actually, the only person who speaks English this well as a Chinese person.
More and more people are starting to speak good English. Now a lot of the young generation started to grow up. A lot of them, they're going abroad for learning and then return back to China to take over the company.
Where are we here right now? Is this the big boss office?
Yeah, actually I'm just going to show you my private office. Here you go.
This is the 大老板, which basically means big boss office, right?
This is just a place that I have meetings with my clients.
Watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show all these niggas it's my time. Took a trip out to Cali.
We have some
something very special in there.
very special. Yeah.
What do we have in there? A bright ball and a your ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is
on the same level.
Yeah, it's like the next level.
No. Bright balls on top. This is the highlight of the office, of course. Oh, look at this. Look at this product. Is this the winner?
This is for the neck massage.
Can I try it? Is this the winner?
No, this is a product I buy online.
You buy online?
Yeah.
Why would you buy online? You have warehouses, billions of products. Us in the Western world, we read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, and all these kind of books. Like in China, I assume you guys read different kind of books to you, the way you guys do business. I believe if you see what someone reads, you see what kind of person it is. What are you reading?
Actually, business and management.
So this is why you're so big, huh?
Yeah. It is too light, man. It's too light. It's five years
You
ago.
do like this to the office?
Yeah, it's just
With all those women? You know, before you go to the woman, you do like this, 10 pumps, you go like...
5 years ago, man.
You know what's crazy? I didn't expect Handy just working on one screen. I'm always working with 2 screens at least.
How are you working with just one screen?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I need that.
Okay.
I need like...
One Shopify store, another for chat.
Yes.
But I just integrate everything here.
Like how many hours a day do you even work? How many hours a week?
I will say 6 days, 1 week, and I only take off on Sunday, and many spend my time with my family on Sunday. But for my daily business days, I will spend 2 hours in the morning. normally is in charge of the urgent communication message from client and also have internal meetings with our physical team. In afternoon, normally I will in charge of the relationship or meetings with our client. So I have a microphone here, I have a video here, I have all the schedule in the afternoon because most of our clients mainly come from Europe. So I have a meeting in the afternoon time or evening time. But normally after 6 p.m. I will go back home for have dinners with my family because my house is quite close to office. I only spend 5 minutes to go back and have a dinner, then return back to office. You may wonder why I need to return back to office because I need to deal with a lot of time difference with a European client, right? So I prefer to working in the office rather than working at home.
So at the end of the day, what time do you go to home and go to bed?
It depends on what time am I already get everything done.
Yeah.
So normally at the 11 p.m. I will go back home because I have nothing to do at home right now. So I just go home, get a shower, and then go sleep. Yeah.
What is your morning routine? You do like ice bath, sauna,
no,
meditation?
No, I would say I swear no. But actually, we just do some morning run sometimes, and also I do cycling in the weekend. Yeah.
Do you do gym?
I do gym as well, man.
Yeah, every day or?
No, every day. Probably just one time a week because I don't have too much time.
Yeah.
But I keep playing basketball. I keep cycling.
What time do you wake up usually?
Normally 8 a.m.
And you go straight to the office?
Yeah, straight to office. Yeah.
So this is like living proof that you don't need a biohacking morning routine to become rich, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just about the output. Very nice office, man. I hope dream to have a beautiful office like this for myself. You guys are probably wondering where the fuck all these hundreds of thousands of packages are, right? And they're not here. The real magic is in the warehouse. I'll see you guys at the warehouse.
Knowing they mad that they no longer live.
So where are we right now?
Okay, guys, we are here in Day One warehouses. I will show you around. Let's go.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who?
Actually, Day One has 33,000 square meters in totally to process the orders in the back end. This area, it is our input area. Here you can see a lot of people are doing input because the manufacturer sent the cargo here and we started to input into our system, into our warehouses. And then they will move the cargoes into this part. This is our quality checking area. And we have so many people here to check every single item to make sure that all the quality is perfect.
So how many people we have working in this whole warehouse?
In the whole warehouse, I would say around more than 300 employees here. In a peak season, maybe more.
So right now we have over 300 employees working right now at the same time. Like there's shit moving, there's things ongoing, things being packed, box moving in, cars going in and out. It's a crazy operation, man. Look at this. So this is purely, again, all women.
Yeah.
For some reason, why do you have only women here?
Actually,
they can check it well?
Yeah, exactly. They check well because we need every single item to be checked very carefully.
How do they actually know if a product is good or not good?
We have a standard for that. Every single group they have a manager. They will manage them and they will teach them how to check the quality. You can see this lady. They check the quality very carefully because we are really careful for every single point. We are thinking for every thread. So we just want to make sure that all the things is perfect.
What kind of products do you fulfill here, or is it just everything?
As long as the China custom enable us to ship the items out, we can just do that. So most of our items, as you can see, is come from fashion, right? So fashion always be the best categories. They have the best traffic.
But I mean, you obviously as a godfather, as the end boss of dropshipping and from e-commerce, what would you say are the best working niches, the best selling niches, or the best selling kind of products?
If you just get started, then probably you just get started from fashion because fashion is always easily to get, the orders. And also you can see all the orders here probably all mainly come from fashion. And later on, if you find you are good sellers, probably you have to improve the quality, improve the supply chain, and started to consider about to rebuild your own branding, to consider about your customization. So once you have a branding, you will bring your business into next level.
Why do you think that fashion sells so well? Why do you think that everyone sells fashion?
Everybody need to wear clothing, right? The buyers like clothing. They change it from season to season, and also fashion always has the best traffic online. No matter what kind of platform you are selling to, I mean, fashion is always the number one.
Like you just said, that's a lesson for you, all of you guys as well. Like with time, once you have proof of concept, once your product starts working, you want to brand it, you want to customize your product, you want to put your logo on there, because that's what differentiates you from all those thousands of other competitors who are in here. You want to have your logo on your product, you want to have your brand. It gives trust to people. Or why do I buy my shoes from Nike instead of from just a random white shoe supplier, right? Because they probably fit the same way. Because I like Nike, I trust the quality, and I like their branding. Okay? And I want to be associated with their brand. And it's a big lesson to all of you guys. Once you start seeing your product do well, you want to be branding it as soon as possible. That will make your e-commerce store and your company worth so much more.
Who's calling that? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit?
This is the next building.
Yeah.
Next to it.
Yeah, next
Here it's even busier even more going on than the other buildings.
So right now we are in our output area. So this is how our facility works. We need complete everything and ship them out.
So what are all of these blue boxes here?
This is our safety stock aisles. I will say here, you can see a lot of different products. We keep that here. Sometimes your shipping, they just need, some safety stock because we are asking for a faster fulfillment, right? Faster shipment. So we just keep something up front before the client making orders. Keep the stock over here, and then once they have orders, we can ship them out at a really quick time.
Where do you get this stock?
We buy up front. We buy up front.
So you guys are upfronting the investment for the buyer.
Yeah, exactly.
For the seller.
We have a software that will calculate what is selling well.
So Henry, of course, I asked you before already. Can you show some for the viewers watching? Can you show a winner or something that's selling really well?
Okay, next example. Let's say this one, bomber jacket.
What we have in here?
Yeah.
Can I open it?
Yeah, definitely.
Can I check it out?
Definitely.
So we have
Bomber jackets is a man jackets category, but it's made of really good quality and also has already been selling for many years. It is white branding, so it is really popular in different dropshipping stores. It is made of European sizing. Right now we don't have any problems on these items. Yeah. Okay,
see how it fits?
Going to put them on.
Maybe I'll want it myself.
Yeah.
Immediately look extra.
Yeah.
No, buff.
Yeah.
Okay. Quality is not bad, and this is what a lot of people are selling.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really popular item for dropshipping.
Why do you think this sells so well?
I would say for men clothing does not change the style from season to season, so it could be sold consistently for many years.
Nice jacket. This is for all of you guys. A free winner in here. I'll try to get some more of out of Henry, but
yeah.
Can't promise anything. So which countries does your company ship to?
I would say we ship all around the world, but I would say United States always rank our top 1 countries for many years. United States have 300 million people.
What would you say is the top 3?
Based on our data or acknowledges, Germany and Netherlands and also UK, they was ranked 2 to 4.
So for beginners who are watching, they should be selling in the United States, UK, the Netherlands and Germany. Bro, I wanted to ask you this question because there's so many people in my comments, everywhere on TikTok, online, they're telling me dropshipping is dead, e-commerce doesn't work anymore. It was back in the days. The people who did it had luck. What do you think actually? Because you are the big boss of e-commerce. I want to ask you, do you think dropshipping is dead?
Of course not. You can see what is happening here. We have so many different products. We have so many different store brandings processed here.
So you guys hear it very clearly. Dropshipping ain't dead. So they're processing over 100,000 orders here every single day. So dropshipping is very alive and well. I'm a living testament of it. I shouldn't say too much. You guys can see it yourself. There's so many things going on. People selling, people doing thousands of orders every single day. I don't have much else to say about it. But I wanted actually, it's a perfect moment to show something to the viewers, because to prove you guys that dropshipping ain't dead, that the strategies we're implementing and the strategies we're teaching our students still fucking work, is that I've started a new brand. I started a new store completely from scratch 7 days ago. As you guys can see, we started here from zero probably 8 or 9 days ago, all the way up to over $14,000 a day. We just done $46,000 in revenue in just 9 days time. From scratch, we used our strategies, we found a product, we contacted Henry, sourced the product, bang, got the back end fixed with him, and obviously we're very good on the front end in getting traffic, running ads, and now from zero, a complete new brand. This is not my brand Brightsport. It's a completely new store I started just to show you guys and prove to you guys that our strategies still work in 2025 and that dropshipping is still alive and well in 2025. So if this video gets, how many?
10K.
If this video gets 10K likes, I'll review the brand and I'll do a complete case study about the brand and how I ran it up so fast, and I'll speed run this brand to 100K a day. Once we hit 10K likes, like Henry said, we're gonna review the brand to you guys early. This is actually the product I'm selling on the new brand. This is the new brand which I just started, which I ran up from 0 to 45K. The Shopify screenshot I just showed you guys. I'll ask my editor to blur this all out because I don't want to review the product yet. Make sure you guys fucking like, because once we reach 10K likes, I'm gonna review this product. I'm gonna review the whole brand. Make sure you like.
That's on my neck, dollars big hits. Hop off a jet, barely get rest. Cash through the mud, I get a check. You selling run on my pants.
So Henry, while we're walking here and we see all these products being packed and shipped, and so many people think that shipping from China to a customer takes weeks, and customers will get unhappy. From my own experience, I know that it's not the case, and it's very much possible because shipping time is very fast. But how long is your shipping time to a customer, for example, in the United States or from Europe?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So right now to United States and Europe, normally we have 2 shipping methods. The standard one only costs 6 to 11 days on the way, and we also have a premier shipping method that only costs 4 to 5 days on the way.
4 to 5 days, guys. I think most times in the US it takes 4 to 5 days to arrive. What I do with my store, what all my students do, we just communicate it to the client, and a a lot of times you communicate it to customers, they don't mind waiting 4 or 5 days, so we can give the best prices to them, right? So everyone who is saying that shipping from China is a scam and it's a facade and it doesn't work, you guys are all wrong, okay? Like, it's very live and well. Most big brands I know are doing it from China, are working with Henry, are working with film partner like this to ship their products all from China, because this is the best way to do it. If you want to know why, you should watch the previous video, because I explained the whole process in there, how I've done it with Bright and how I started Bright from scratch and brought it all the way to this level, doing over 5,000 orders every single day.
Everybody knows efficient is our life. That's why we name ourselves Day One, bro. So we just want to ship everything out with 1 day.
Wow, wow, wow. How many orders would you say you guys are processing per minute?
Per minute, I would say every single person per minute of 5 to 6 different parcels. It is according to your processing, closing, and general products or multi-pieces orders.
5 orders per minute per person.
Exactly.
Wow, how many people you have working here now?
In the packing area, I think it's around 60 employees. Yeah.
60 employees.
Yeah.
60 times 5.
Only care about the packing. Yeah.
So 60 people are packing here at the same time. So 60 times 5 is 300 orders every single minute are being sent out.
Yeah.
Crazy. And look, that's my stock in here.
Yeah.
I have the most. I'm gonna show all the other things, guys, because obviously people don't want me to reveal their brands. I don't want to expose anyone, but I believe I've objectively looked at it. My thank you card looks the best out of all the thank you cards, right, Henry?
Yes, sir. So right now, Bright Sports has a really fabulous thank you card here. Everybody, if you want to upgrade your branding, I mean, you can definitely provide your thank you card design, your branding package design,
And this is where you guys also help with, right? With the branding process.
Yeah, definitely. This is the last step for the scanning. I mean, once they scan, the parcel has completed everything happening in Day One warehouses. Then they will be carried into the international airport. The courier coming to pick up the parcels every single hour, so to make sure that the processing is really fast. Here you can see every single parcel and they're ready to go.
Henry is not here, he just went already to the stock, but look at all of these student brands of mine here. Okay, I cannot show it because obviously I have to keep it confidential for my students, but it's looking amazing. I'm sending them videos, reviewing their brands. I think a big part of the 100,000 orders are for my students, and that's amazing to see, man, that they're also crushing it together with me, that we're just dominating this warehouse, man. It's crazy to see that my knowledge can have such a ripple effect. Instead of just keeping it for myself, share it with you guys, share it with my one-on-one students, so they can also crush it with me, because these strategies we use work for everyone. I've showed it before in my Shopify results. They literally just work for everyone. It literally doesn't matter where you're from in the world, what age you are, what gender you are, these strategies just work for everyone. So if you want to start your own e-commerce store within 90 days and go to 100K a month, and you want to be coached by me personally and by my team, go to my Instagram at AlexChen and send me a DM with the word winner, and we're gonna see if you qualify. Let's get to the stock.
Where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react.
Yeah, it is a big space that we offer the free warehousing to you, to some other clients, but especially for the branding items here. Yeah, we just keep, you know, all the stock here.
How many brands would you say are laying down here?
I would say more than 20 ones, yeah.
There's boxes in here. Obviously a big part of it is mine here on the right side. You guys will see that. Obviously we are not done yet. Henry has planned some crazy stuff for us for the rest of the day, and we're also going to take you guys with us there. But if you guys want to be working with Henry, the biggest supplier in China, also the most reliable, trustable supplier in China, in my opinion. I've tested a lot of other suppliers in China, worked with other agents. He is by far the best supplier, okay? For any solution in China, he can help you. With the network in China, he can help you. Finding your custom manufacturer with branding, shipping, packing, everything in China. So the whole backend process he can take care of. So the only thing you have to focus on is getting sales and getting traffic, and that's what your focus should be. So if you guys want to be working with Henry and with Day One fulfillment, I'm going to put an onboarding form in the link in the description. Just know that you need at least 30 orders per day to start working with Henry. So guys, he challenges on a basketball game, 3v3. Obviously us brothers against him and the Day One team.
Welcome, Dutch
So,
team.
what is going to be the bet? What is going to be the bet? That's the question.
How about free shipping 1 day?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to have free shipping for a year.
Okay.
Or we pay double for each. for a
Okay,
year.
let's go.
Let's go, let's go. He has a surprise third man. I have my suspicion that it's a very 2 meter tall black guy.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
LeBron James kind of guy.
Yeah,
Okay, what's going to be bet? Seriously. What do we play for? Just something small. I have no idea. What's a good bet, guys? I have no idea. I want free shipping for a year. Bro, I haven't played basketball in probably 10 years. I forgot my shoes. Okay, Henry, for 1 day free shipping, okay? 1 day free shipping. I cannot refuse. I think I'm going to break my ankle. I haven't played in too long. Bro, these guys train their whole life for this moment.
What is that?
I used to play it when I was like 10 years old, you know?
Yeah, same thing, bro. It's 20 years ago, bro.
Are you guys gonna win? Of course you're gonna win. I'm not gonna lose from Henry today. Watch me.
ready for this one? How much? 1,000. 1,000 US dollars. Say less. Bruh. Guys, he wants to challenge us to a basketball game 3v3. Day 1 team versus the econ team. Obviously gonna play with the bright ball. It has to be. So the winner gets 3 Real Madrid tickets to a Real Madrid game. So we're gonna play until how much?
10.
Play until 10. 1 game, 3v3. Let's play with the bright ball.
Man, this shit done it big as the biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what?
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just 2 guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women. When they start debating about who the GOAT, I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole.
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what?
Big as the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique.
5 minutes later.
What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's happening?
Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your call ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's
Possible, bro.
bigger, they waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me?
We lost. The gym is easy, guys. How long was the match? Like 15 minutes? I don't know, 45 minutes. 1 hour, 90 minutes, I think. It's like I die. So I run a marathon. 1 more for 6 tickets. $1,000, half court shoot. Henry and I.
How many shots?
1 bond.
1 pound. Let's do it. Let's do it. $1,000. You sure? Yeah.
$1,000. Telling you guys with Henry, it's my secret skill. You ready?
Oh.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, working hard, play hard, do sports,
I don't feel my feet anymore.
go back to shower, and then go to have dinner. Is that okay?
See you guys at dinner. So guys, we just quickly changed up. And I'm not gonna lie, I underestimated Supplier and his team, bro. They were fucking good. They were, I don't know, the Asian NBA or something. I'm also playing NBA, but my NBA is the never broke again. Different level, okay? Every 3-pointer went in. It was very fun. I do gym, I do MMA, but my legs are not made for basketballing. Anyways, my supplier just texted me that he has a crazy dinner planned in one of the most beautiful locations of the city. And this city is massive. I mean, if you guys look at outside, this is the hotel room he booked for us. I'm curious about what he has in store for us. I have high expectations. Let's see it there. I'll see you guys at the dinner.
One-on-one, bitch, they 10. One-on-one, never again. One-on-one. Don't get the cake and the butter. I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyming the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk you can hear. And all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win.
Oh,
It's like a suit, right?
Wow.
Yeah, like a suit.
It's like a suite. Like a hotel suite. You can do a whole room tour in here. We have a glass ball. What does my future say? What does my future say?
Future look bright.
Oh, takeover season.
Bright, yeah.
And I see
What time
a
is it?
wife soon. That's what I'm hoping for.
So, if you want to be the wife of Alex, you can file a form.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
What's something that Western entrepreneurs can learn from Chinese entrepreneurs? Do you think in culture-wise and business and doing
Working
business?
hard, I mean. Yeah, working hard to save money.
Don't think Western people work hard enough?
I would say Western people they work hard, and also I learned a lot. I also told my teammates, you know, Western entrepreneur they not care about the businesses only, they care about their body, their health as well. So this is something that our Chinese people should learn from the Western entrepreneur because they do exercises, they doing morning training as well, right? But Chinese they just keep working to 2 a.m., 3 a.m., then complete the job and go back home for 3 hours of sleeping and then come back to office. Western, I mean, you know, they care about health. They are asking for long-term running. I think it is something that we need to learn from the Western side.
So how do you actually keep your team motivated with 500 people?
We have KPI. We use KPI for every single person. That means even though you are packing stuff, it is an easy job, right? But we don't give them the salary by month or by timing. We just give them, you know, by
We give by KPI, you give.
Yeah, KPI. KPI.
Well, so the more packs they order, the more they money.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
So they don't have any base salary.
They have base salary, but the bonus is definitely based on the parcels, yeah, and what kind of effort they make.
Do you think that only the KPIs, only the bonus keep them motivated? Just the money?
That's why I said the HR department is really important. So we just give them a really good environment, and we give them kitchen, we give them the afternoon tea. I mean, rest of time and the break time, and also we give every team a seasonal team building budget. That means if you have a team, you have 15 guys working for you. I mean, you are the operation manager. Then every 3 months, every season, I will give you a budget. You can bring your team outside the company. You can go to camping. You can go to have dinner. You can go to Disney. Yeah, whatever.
So after so much success, what keeps you motivated right now to keep going?
Because I'm still young. I'm still looking forward to become bigger, become more efficient.
How far do you think you are from the billion away?
No, I don't know. I don't want to become a billionaire or anything.
You don't want to become a billionaire?
Yeah, no. I don't care about my personal things. Actually, for my personal, I just care about my family members. They are happy and healthy, and also for my friends, they enjoy the life. But for my company, I would like to make it to be perfect. Yeah. So if I find any opportunity to improve that, I will improve that. China, a lot of people are really inner side. They don't like to share their wealthy, or they don't want to share how much money they have. Yeah. I'm not showing how wealthy I have, how much money I have, but I'm showing you how strong my company it is.
Do you want to pass down the company one day to your son?
Right now, my son is only 8 years old, so it's still too early to think about this.
What is the most valuable lesson you've learned in your entrepreneurial journey?
You have more time to stay with your family, I think.
今天晚上就不。
不，这不行，
真的今天晚上就。
这不行，这个千万不行，这个千万不行，你做。
Chinese always fighting for a bill. Amazing dinner, but Henry obviously has something special for us planned more. To end the night, we're going somewhere very fucking fun. I'm curious actually what he's gonna surprise us with, so let's go there right now. Ciao.
I just wanna tell you how I am. So